He has no moral compass anymore.
Flint was my anchor.
So he says the guards have spotted a new threat. Raiders are trying to set fire to the town's mill. If it burns, we'll lose our stockpile of flour, and we won't be able to grind for months. I'm trying to assemble enough defenders from in the keep to defend it through the rest of the night, but that will take time. You'd do us a great service if you could get to the mill quickly and drive away the raiders before they can set it aflame. You'll need to defend it until our force arrives to take over, but it shouldn't be more than 15 minutes behind you. Can you guys rush to save the mill?
Leaky, you want to go kill
Leaky leaps the rampart.
The dragon whirls overhead. As you descend, you're going through the main gate, I suppose?
I just leaped the rampart.
It's really high. I would not do that. You're going to take a fall damage if you insist.
Leaky, I don't want to heal you.
Fine! Ruin all my fun!
Keep the rampart in mind for later on.
You have a tendency to fall down things,
Yeah.
get hurt.
Critically fail any kind of saving throw. Take double damage, and then do it again the next turn. You and Gravity have not played well.
He's a dwarf. He's effectively a little tiny cannonball.
Of rage.
Of rage and pointy bits. Alright.
I have no pointy bits. It's all bludgeoning. Well, except for one.
I hope that isn't a bludgeon. I don't know how that would be effective as a reproductive organ.
It's just a pleasure organ at this point.
That was piercing damage.
God. Jesus. Alright, as you approach the main gate, though, to try and escape, there's a bam, bam on the doors, and all of a sudden one of them buckles and is bust in. And a small flood of invaders comes rushing in, and there are other men to arms that jump too, but obviously you're better equipped for this, and also gleeful at the sight. So there's one acolyte, 4 kobolds, and 1 ambush drake, which is like a big, think of an alligator wolf.
Can I ride it?
I would not recommend that. This is better made for boots. Speaking of which, did you ever solve the boot question? Or are they just sitting there, standing in the middle of the street?
They're just still sitting there. I forgot about them.
You got distracted.
I saw something shiny.
Crap.
Alright, so there are these invaders, and I assume you're going to rush to help, because that's the only way out you know of. Also, why would you not?
I gleefully rush in.
Roll for initiative.
17.
23.
Ambush Drake got 24. The acolyte is at the bottom.
17.
17, that would make you third. You can be up on the rampart for this if you want. Just range them. Then they wouldn't see you coming the first turn. And then we've got our... Should I even bother writing kobolds as their own line, or should I just list them side by side?
List them side by side.
Then I can't use tram.
That's true.
But then you can also sneak attack with your crossbow.
Alright, so you guys are defending the keep while they try to shove the doors closed again. So the ambush Drake, so it's going to come charging at you because you're closest, and it has advantage. So
Why does it have advantage?
Because everybody comes rushing at you, and it's got pack tactics.
Oh.
It's going to try to bite you.
Okay. Nom.
It missed.
Okay.
It only has the 1 attack. So then that makes it your turn.
It's right on top of me. I'm going to rage because I can't throw my hammer.
Bad dog.
Bad puppy. Play nice.
God doesn't. Leaky does not distinguish between animals. If it has 4 legs, it's a dog.
Critical fail.
Oh, dude. You slip in the mud and lose your second attack.
Yeah.
Now the puppy's going to play with you. That makes it Cezaria's turn. Are you charging into the fray, or are you holding back?
I'll hold back. Can I sneak?
It's a sneak attack. Yeah, they're very concerned about the dwarf that's now yelling, swearing.
10.
Kobolds have an armor class of 12. So do the cultists. So it's gonna be a miss.
Yep.
Thunk right in the ground.
They're still concerned with the dwarf.
Distracted, as it were.
Is your kilt up?
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
Show the world your bludgeoning instrument.
Wait. Are you going regimental?
Of course.
Oh God.
Do you think that the people of the Golden Terrace sully themselves with underpants?
Maybe a banana hammock, but...
They're noble, proud, and free. This isn't World of Warcraft.
Do you have fleas?
No, I just took my socks off.
What's wrong with you?
With those socks, my hair sticks to my leg and it gets itchy.
Okay.
I'm a sweaty man, okay?
That was recorded.
I'm okay with it.
Alright, the kobolds are going to attack. You got four attacks here. Oh, one of them is actually going to hit you for 5 damage.
Right in the
Wow.
His
butt.
dagger. That is
3 damage, because I'm raging.
Number 2
Right in the bum.
misses. Number 3 misses. Number 4 misses. And then the acolyte is going to fire. Does he even have a crossbow? Nah, he's got a scimitar. He's going to come running at you too. He misses. You're upside down. Your dick is exposed, and your taint is exposed to the world. And they still can't hit you.
Can't hit me.
It's too shiny.
It's so dirty!
Do you have fleas? Yeah! Where do you think I keep them?
That makes it the dragon's turn, right?
That was the kobold's turn. Yep, now it's the ambush drake's turn, and it's going to try to bite you. I need back. It fails. Even it doesn't want to bite that dirty piece of meat.
It's like, no.
I'm gonna get back up now. I'm really angry.
No one even wanted your taint.
Natural 20.
God. And I imagine you're hitting the drake, right?
Yup. 15.
15 damage. You wound it, but don't kill it. It reels backward and hisses at you.
Next attack.
Oh.
22.
That's a hit.
For 7 damage.
You nearly kill it. You break it. It's weakened. It's going to make every attack from here on out with disadvantage. That makes it Cezaria's turn, and they still haven't spotted you because they saw that, and then they saw that.
17?
That's plenty to hit. Okay, how much damage do you do?
11.
You murdered him. His final thoughts are, where did that come from? Alright, kobold's turn. I think the kobolds are going to try to run. They're going to try to push back against the door, but there are more things pushing to get back in. So the kobolds are like streaking under their feet because they know exactly what's about to happen. So you can make an attack of opportunity against one of them.
Okay. I just roll a damage die, right? Or do I have to roll a d20?
You rolled the d20 too, yeah.
13.
That hits.
7.
It doesn't matter. It's dead. Alright, so you kill one, they go flooding out, but then 3 cultists push their way back in. Fully robed, crimson robed, black mask cultists. And they start screaming at you about the rise of Tiamat.
No one cares.
And that makes it the ambush drake's turn. And he's going to try to bite you. 5, 10, 11 damage.
6.
6 damage.
How are you on health?
46.
Still kicking.
I'm good.
You still have... I only have 33 in cap health because I took the 2 cleric.
Good lord. Alright, so that makes it...
My turn.
Your turn.
2 murder some things.
I'm going after the ambush drake.
Fair enough. Hit.
24.
Killed. Doesn't matter, it's dead. Didn't have enough health left.
Okay. And then I'm gonna throw...
Bad puppy!
Throw my hammer at
Wham!
Throw my hammer at the cultist. 12.
It's incredibly still a hit, even though you rolled a 2 on the d20. It's still a hit.
7, 9.
Dead. Goodbye, cultist number 1. His mask is shattered. Body's flung back into his friends. Cezzaria, your turn. You got an open field in front of you. Meanwhile, the other guards, by the way, they're not just standing there idly. They're trying to shove the door back up onto the frame and trying to, lash it. So, that's happening.
Okay.
The dragon wheels above. Proceed to murder.
Can I still sneak?
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't know you were there. They came in looking at that.
14?
Hit.
16.
1 hit kill.
Right in the eyeball.
Lobotomized. That makes it the one cultist turn for these guys. The one cultist looks at you and says a prayer to the dragon god very earnestly. And the dragon god does not smile upon him this day. Rolled a 19.
Oh, close, buddy. Leaky?
Be gentle.
Leaky's turn?
Leaky's turn.
Dead.
The dramatic moment where they try to take the gate is over even though you fell on your ass. Let's call it 200 experience.
A piece?
So yeah, 200 apiece.
Okay.
They get the door back up firmly, and then they begin to pile barrels and all sorts of other stuff because the door is no longer secure. So you cannot use the main gate anymore.
Is there a tunnel?
Go ask around.
Where's the mayor?
The governor is up on the parapet, and he's streaming tears from both eyes, looking at what you've done. He didn't realize what it was like.
Is there a tunnel?
He says you need to talk to, very shakily, you need to talk to Escobar the Red, the Castellan.
Okay.
He gives you a key silently, and they all back away. It's a force of nature.
Where is that tunnel?
It's Escobar points, and there's some boxes and stuff covering what looks like kind of a sewer grate, but you realize that's actually a gate, and you're able to open it. And this tunnel is called the Old Tunnel. So there's a swarm of rats there, but I'm not even going to leave stomps on them. And you proceed.
Squish, 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 squish.
So you reach at the end of the tunnel, which goes out to the stream bed about 250 feet away. There's another grate that looks like a sewer grate, but you can disconnect it on your side with the key again. And that gives you access to the shore, the stream bed. Do you want to just charge out in the open or go slowly?
Let's go slowly.
Fair enough.
Fair.
You were leading the way.
Would that be sneaking?
Yeah, it would be a stealth check.
18.
That's plenty. All right, so you can see that there are some cultists down the way, heading generally your direction, but they haven't seen you yet. Do you want to wait for them to pass or ambush them?
Well, if we wait for them to pass, then we can shoot them in the back. I think if we jump out in front of them, then they get advantage on us.
Twig.
You can try the twig.
Yay!
So what exactly are you doing then?
Hiding behind a twig.
But to what end? You're behind her in a pipe.
Why not?
It's an automatic pass. Because you're in the shadows.
I found a twig.
It's very stealthy. It's covered in muck, but whatever.
It doesn't even have any leaves.
It's just a twig.
You're hiding behind my big fat ass.
It's just a twig.
Alright, what do you want to do? You're the one who's in control of the situation. Do you want to wait for them to pass? Do you want to, wait for them to get right in front of you and smash them, or let them go altogether? They're singing a song and counting money between them, and one of them has a big-ass bottle of wine.
But if we jump out in front of them, don't they get advantage on us?
They don't know you're coming.
Surprise.
Would we?
You get surprised immediately. It doesn't. It's for narrative's sake. Do you want to wait for them to pass or smash them when they pass by you?
How close are they to the grate?
They're like 40 feet away, but they don't know you're coming, so it'd be a matter of waiting just a few seconds for them to get in front of you. Or you can let them pass entirely.
Like when they walk by, will they be close enough for me to smack them?
They'll
in
be
the
like
feet?
5 feet away.
So I can hit them with. Oh, that's good.
So we've decided what we're doing. Let's roll for initiative to go have the surprise round.
6.
7.
So Cezzaria goes first. Leaky, cultists, and their kobold buddies. Okay, proceed with your surprise rounds.
So 12.
Hits. What do you want to hit, a cultist
Dear
or
God.
a kobold?
Occultist.
Okay.
For a lot. 16.
The cultist is dead. Do you want to narrate what just happened?
I stuck drown in his face.
She likes the face.
She does like the face.
Literally just stuck it right
You-
in the face.
Brah.
Hey, you need to move.
Oh yeah, I probably should crawl up a little out of the pipe.
But it's big enough to walk through. You're a little hunched. He's fine.
So I should probably get my ass out of the
You
pipe.
need to move.
So I get out of the
They're only 5 feet in front of us. 14. 11 damage.
What are you hitting?
What's left?
The cultist, kobolds.
I'll take down another kobold.
They begin squawking and screaming.
Another kobold.
It's
7.
a hit. It's also a hit. They drop all the gold they're carrying.
Yay!
Cezaria's turn.
The
Colt's turn.
one of the cultists, they all
No,
turn
we
to
got
run.
surprised.
Oh, right. It's Cezaria's turn. Never mind.
Yeah.
Way to keep track, DM.
I'm losing it.
28. Is that enough to hit?
Good lord.
12. Jesus Christ, 19.
You're going to narrate what you've done? You killed another cultist.
I made my drown his spine.
Oof.
Oh. Ow.
It sounds like it's a slow but certain death.
I don't
He's
think
dead, for all intents and purposes. Like a puppet. God. Leaky feels a stiffness in his hands. Alright, kobolds.
Yup.
That's all you got left.
Okay. 19.
Hit. Dead. Let's not pretend. You're almost strong enough, you instant kill kobolds.
28.
Yeah. Kobold's dead. 150 experience between the two of you.
So
Love it.
75 apiece.
75 apiece.
Thank you, Anna Puppet.
The league's good.
Jump them in a stream.
Pretty much.
Also, you gain objects worth about 20 gold. Let's call it a couple necklaces and some spare coins. If you do it that way, it's kind of like a kebab form.
I was just getting ready to say, you did offer me a kebab. I'll be nice.
Want a grill?
I don't think you have time to set a fire. Although if you get to the mill and bring them there, they're setting a fire. That's where you're going out there, right?
Oh, God.
Okay, so you are making your way to the mill. And so, are you guys sticking to the stream bed?
Is that the easiest? Well, the fastest way.
It's less direct, but it's definitely stealthier.
Okay.
There's another contingent of the town on the south side of the river, but the attack is not focused there. Right now, the attack is focused on the mill. So, proceeding along the stream bed?
Yeah.
Alright, roll stealth checks for me.
15.
16.
Pass. Roll one more as you approach the mill.
15.
11.
All right, pass. So what you see is a 2-story mill with a huge grindstone that sticks up like a big pole right through the roof. And it's quiet. Doesn't look like there's any fires being set. It's eerily still. What do you do?
Let's go investigate.
Just knock on the door? Or it is slightly ajar. Okay, so you sneak inside and you see there's a loft inside and there are a bunch of ropes and pulleys that are used to hoist bags of flour up and down through the large openings in the loft. It's silent inside.
I want to check for loots.
So you want a perception or an investigate? Turns out you are not gluten-free. You are allergic to flour.
Okay.
Also, there's a surprise attack made against you. Somebody flings a spear at you but misses from the darkness.
The tower?
Leaky. Let's come find him.
Help!
Let's come find him.
Leaky charges in.
They throw more spears at you in a surprise round. That one does 20. Is your AC, isn't it?
Yep.
So it does 6 damage, piercing damage.
Jesus.
Would it be investigation to try and find them?
That would be perception. You just have to roll higher than a 1.
So 23.
That's enough to see that they're up in the loft above. They've kicked the ladders away, so there's no easy way up there.
Are there ropes that you can hit and then drops it? Oh wait, you're thinking
It's a
loft like
loft.
walls. Can I climb up there with acrobatic?
Yes, that would be an acrobatics check.
My acrobatics is plus 11.
Crap.
So it's my turn? Alright.
You're up in the loft, Leak.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do, and you're not strong enough to throw the halfling.
Not a halfling. Dwarf, god damn it.
Same idea.
And no one throws the dwarf. 24.
That's enough to hit one of them.
I'm doing an athletics check to get up.
Oh, you're doing an athletics check?
To get
So
up.
you're just straight up leaping up there.
Yes.
It's not even acrobatic. You're just like rocketing up there. I'll give it to you since you got 24.
I say he did just have some man's.
Everyone's like, since when do dwarfs jump 24 feet at a time?
All the time.
He was Michael Jordan that.
I just Mario that
So 22 for an
Yeah, there's
acrobatics.
plenty to scramble up to the top very deftly. And all of a sudden they realize the plan wasn't so good. That makes it their turn. They're going to come at you with their simple swords. One comes up to Cezzaria, and it does 16 plus 2. Is that one? They do a whopping 3 damage. And the other one comes after you. You seem like a softer target. And that one does 6 damage.
So
Swiping
9.
at you with their sword. 9 total. And then the third one, knowing this is a fool's errand at this point, charges after you and he rolls a 19.
Charges after me?
Yeah.
Just glances off my glistening body.
We're like right on top of them, right?
Yes, you are now. Yeah.
Oh my god, you were way too excited to use the round.
So I hit them because
Yeah,
that was a 25.
that's a hit. I'm trying to think of D&D monsters where that's not a hit, and I'm running out of ideas.
Well, it's because drown is plus 9.
Yeah, I think you're thinking like Tarask. I don't think many of
16
them have any
for
higher than
damage.
20. 60. Okay, dead. All right,
Leaky's turn. 22
that's a hit.
for 12 damage.
That's a kill. And the other one's over on the other side, so you're throwing him at this point. It's like 15 feet away.
Okay.
Oops.
15.
It's a hit.
10 damage.
Not a kill, though. You hit him, he's like, wait, I'll tell you why we're here.
Okay, speak.
He says that they are serving a half-dragon. It says that Cyan Wrath paid them to stay here because they know that there are adventures in the town, and he didn't actually think that you would be, that bad.
Are you calling
Thought
me
it'd
bad?
be worth the hazard pay, but it
Are,
wasn't.
Are you regretting that decision?
He's got a lot of buyer's remorse here. Yeah. It's not his fault.
Throw a f***ing spear at me.
This is the one that stabbed you. But yeah, they knew that you were coming, and he's like, please just spare my life. I promise I'll leave. I didn't really want to be here anyway. I'm just here because they paid me.
what was
I have a
guy's
farm
name?
and 2 kids.
Scion?
Cyan Wrath. I like to call her Cyan.
I like it big one. This is
C-Y-A-N.
a ran rap.
So rad.
What will you trade for your life?
Where's your money?
He gives you a couple coins. Doesn't have anything. Hazard pay was promised upon delivering your heads. He will trade the location of the raider camp.
We know where that's at.
Do you? How do you know? Were you sent here to kill me? You begin to trigger a paranoid fantasy in his dying brain.
What if I was sent here to kill specifically you?
That would make sense. They've hunted me since my birth as a prince.
So you're a prince?
I was. Not anymore. Would you kill royal blood?
Where's all your
It's at my kingdom.
Where's that?
I don't have access to it, but if you send me a check for $50,000, I'll give it to you.
What is this dollars you speak of?
It's the currency of my homeland in Nigeria, I promise. Does it seem like something you want to take a risk on?
No!
Alright, fine.
Even Leaky's not dumb enough to believe that.
What if it was true and it was a f***ing long con? How do you know I'm not with you? Do you trust me that much?
No!
Alright, you're gonna kill the Prince of Nigeria, your friend.
I'll let him live.
Why?
He's gambling against me.
Can I kill him?
You're your own person.
Are you gonna get mad?
You risk it.
I don't let him live.
Now I gotta remember.
Let Prince.
He's very grateful and promises to send you $50,000 as soon as he has access to his kingdom again. But you're right, this was a trap that was set for you.
So now we gotta go back to...
You going along the stream better, or you charging through the town?
Leaky's kind of angry.
Fair enough. Charging right through the trees then.
Yeah!
I don't need this tree or that one. Free paper for you.
You do not have an encounter on the way back. However, you can't get back in through the gate because it's broke, so you gotta go back to the tunnel. And then through the tunnel, you are met by you're met by Governor Nighthill, who says that we know where there's a bunch of people, and if you could save them, that would be great. He brings you back up onto the parapet to show you, and he points across the town where there have been people who are barricading themselves in what he tells you is the Temple to Chantea.
Ooh, temple means stuff.
Typically. But it's surrounded by raiders, and it's obvious that they really are trying to set fire to the stout structure, but had little success. The one thing keeping the people alive is a retainer wall around the outside. There's a short fence, and kobolds, being like knee-high, struggle with fences. So they're doing their best, but right now they're just not quite getting around.
Nikki, you wanna go murder them and make you feel better? Go play Splish Splash?
I'm not taking a bath.
As you sit here navigating, the big dragon swoops down at you and breathes fire. Make a dexterity saving throw.
15.
Natural 20.
Jenn deftly dodges. You're taking half the damage because you succeeded. So this is an adult blue dragon, as you see, because it shoots lightning breath at you as it swoops by. You take 11 damage from the lightning breath.
Me?
Nope, you're good. You dodged right out of the way. He also kills 2 NPCs.
Whoa. Roll for initiative?
Yep.
17.
All right. So he wheels around, rises back up into the sky, but you have a moment here where he's turned and shooting through the air that you attempt to hit him before he comes crashing back down on you. You are standing on the parapet.
I was gonna try and talk to him. He's probably pissed off.
He's attacking.
Leaky's pissed.
You can be as angry as you want, but right now you're sitting there going, my turn, my turn! There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm a little ball of rage right now.
Ball of angry.
Who's going to change his diaper?
Leaky don't wear no diapers. We proved that.
Part of the problem.
So I'm assuming that'd be enough to hit, because that's a 27.
Yeah, that's definitely enough to hit.
For 10 damage.
Alright.
Which ain't gonna do a whole lot to a dragon. I poked it.
Yeah, you're boop boop. That makes it the dragon's turn. And the dragon's going to come wheeling back around, and it easily aligns both of you, so make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
You definitely dive out of the way.
26.
Alright, Jenn, you take half the damage, but that's still 22.
Jesus, I'm down to 2 health.
Probably shouldn't talk to this thing. Kyle, there's a brief moment as it's passing by you that it's within your running range.
This is the point that...
This is the psychotic point. If you dive, you're probably going to die. If you fucking land it, you're going to ride the dragon, at least temporarily.
Until it
And let me just give you a general awareness of the risk here. Killing it would give 15,000 experience. Driving it off, if you do this, would give you 7,500 experience. It takes a lot to master a dragon and really strike fear into its heart. But you risk killing Leaky permanently.
You like Leaky.
I really do like Leaky.
But at the same time, this is your moment.
This is Leaky's moment.
It just f***ed you really bad.
You're an... Alright, what kind
It
of...
specifies that it's within 25 feet.
Okay, what type of check is this going to be?
This would be an athletics check. You're leaping to grapple.
I have acrobatics.
That's strength.
+7 to my athletics.
But still,
what would I have to roll?
Probably a 12.
Like, roll a 12? Like, actually on the die with...
No,
or
total 12.
Total
DC
12. DC 12.
It's moving.
But
You
what
are
happens-
well experienced at grabbing moving things. You're also raging, which I think would give you some form of advantage on saves, doesn't it?
Yeah, if it's a strength check.
It's a strength check. I'm telling you though, you're gonna take D10 of damage for each 10 feet you fall, which is 50 feet. It's 5d10 damage. It will break you.
You're 29 health.
No, it would only down me. That would only down me.
All right, it could be real bad. If you roll a fucking 1, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's the gambit. You're dead. You break your neck at the bottom.
Forever. And I am not a necromancer.
All right.
What's your battle cry?
Are you doing it, Kyle?
I am.
There's no choice.
For the glory of the golden turn!
Oh my! What happened to your advantage roll? That was a 1, wasn't it? That was a 1.
Yes! Don't do it again. Are you nervous?
Yes!
Like he's riding the dragon. The dragon's like, get off me! Let me go!
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
my God. Now you gotta hold on.
He's got his strength. He's got a grip. Squeeze him tight.
Oh,
You have advantage on every attack roll, and to drive it off. I don't know if you actually have the physical strength to kill it, but you can definitely drive it off.
But what happens once it goes? He's fucking riding it.
Well,
right?
it's going to crash to the ground because he's between the wings. So he's got the strength to drive it off.
What happened to your advantage? That's right!
This is why Leaky cannot do shit like
It's no risk gauge. So anyway, Leaky gets zipped away into the night. So sorry, you've got a chance to hit, but if you critically fail, you're going to shoot him. And he will fall to his death. I don't know what you can do at this point.
I'm gonna touch myself.
When she thinks about Leaky doing stupid shit,
God.
she's forced to touch herself.
Histrionic relationship.
Yay, plus.
Oh, she's healing herself. That's probably wise. Don't just gape at the madness. Alright, so the dragon is going to crash to the ground in this turn. He's going to try to buck you off and make a strength check against you to throw you off. Because I looked at the dragons. His neck is not that big. He can't turn around and blast you.
Nope.
So, until he bucks you, you've got some chances here. His strength, you're on his back, which is tough for him to maneuver, so I'm going to give him disadvantage here. What's he got to do to match your strength?
18.
He rolled an 8. He would have rolled an 18 otherwise. So even with his +7, he's only got 15. So he does not throw you this turn, which makes it your turn, and you are striking with advantage.
With advantage. 18.
All right.
Oh, I'm also raging, so I get a +2, so 20.
Okay, that is enough to hit him. His armor class is 19 for reference.
Okay, so 14 damage.
He starts screaming and roaring about how he's going to destroy you and destroy your entire clan.
Leaky's already enraged. He can't become more enraged.
That's true. That makes it Cezaria's turn. They're down on the ground in the green fields north of the town.
How far north?
About 150 feet.
Jesus.
It came down quick. It's tough to fly when you've got a ball of hate wedged between your wings.
Are you going to touch yourself again?
Yep.
Selfish.
You got the shit under control.
Maybe.
Maybe.
As soon as I get over there, it's either gonna set me on fire and kill me because I have 11 health.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, one blast is going to kill you. It's doing 10d12. But you've
I'm at
changed
half
the game a
health.
little bit. Yay! That makes it the dragon's turn. And it throws you off.
Alright.
So it throws you off. Throws you to the ground. It's your turn to strike or run.
Okay. How far away am I?
You're like laying 10 feet away.
Alright. I moved my 35, so I am now 45 feet away.
Yep.
17, 19. It's a hit.
It's a hit.
21.
45 damage. And then throw 2.
23.
It's a hit.
6, 10, 12 more damage.
It's not happy, but that makes it your turn, Cezzaria. You're up in the parapet watching this unfold. You should be within crossbow range. I think 320 is crossbow range, right?
400 is crossbow
400,
range.
yeah. You're well within crossbow range, and you don't have to worry about knocking him to his death anymore.
It worked.
She misses.
That was a
Crossbow's
critical fail.
jammed. You give the dragon a finger. That makes it the dragon's turn, and it had already recharged its thing, so it's going to do a bolt of lightning, so you need to make a dexterity saving throw. And it's doing the full blast, so your save DC is dexterity of 19.
Can it hit both him and me at the same
No.
time? Is it
It's
just
fighting him on the field. You're up on the parapet. Yeah, you're safe for the moment, because at this point, it's pissed off.
It's pissed. I pissed it off.
Yeah, it has a capacity to do 120 damage right now if it got real bad. 67 damage if you fail it.
12.
Total?
Yep.
Took 67 damage.
Half that because I'm raging.
Even against lightning damage?
Yes.
All right,
Everything
okay.
except psychic.
Okay, alright. So you take half that damage. So what is that, 34?
Yep. I'm down.
Leaky's down. With its remaining turn, the dragon flaps its wings and rises into the air and takes off and leaves.
Okay.
Just a moment of quiet peace. So the dragon flies away.
Okay.
Are you gonna try a saving throw, or you want me to come here?
Well,
he doesn't have a choice. It's going to take you a turn at least to get there.
If I'm 150 feet away, it's going to take her a couple turns.
Yes,
dash,
that's true.
but
You
still.
can do an acrobatics check to get down the wall. It's a lot different than just leaping off the side of it.
19.
That's plenty. You're down the wall in a turn, and then you can still move.
Yeah.
So you can still, and you can do your dash as
I
an
was gonna
extra
say,
turn. So
you
she
got
can
your
cover
bonus action.
60
Yeah.
feet.
Dash, so 60 feet
Yep.
closer.
That makes it you, because there are no other combatants here.
Natural 20.
You're alive. You're stable but unconscious. This might be a place to take a long rest.
Agreed. Agreed. So shall we wrap up the...
She should heal you. You have 0 HP. You're stable. So before you do anything, she should heal you and get you back to the keep.
Yes.
That's on her.
How much further away am I?
You're like 60 feet, but he's stable, so we're dropping combat so you can get to him, but you do need to heal him and use the spell slots for that. It might be a cantrip.
I think Cure Wounds is a cantrip.
I know.
For you.
Nobody ever plays healers with us. Jen's the only the ever one.
Yeah.
And occasionally Lindsay will multi-class just to get that one, but then she forgets to use it, so.
So, here we go. You get, I don't know what that one is, it's on the side. 9 health.
Brings him to stable and not just alive. So you guys are able to limp back to the place, which after 2 missions, we're saying roughly each mission takes about an hour, so it's about midnight at this point, and the raid continues. So they're still burning and looting, but you're able to get back to the wall and back to the tunnel. You're okay for now. So you want to take 3 or 4 hours and rest it out, or
Yeah. That'd only be a short rest, wouldn't it? I'm in
short
desperate need of a long... Well, actually...
you do have your other things. You can recover. Right now, you know that those people are going to be butchered inside the temple if you don't go.
Yeah. I've got hit dice I can use.
No, yeah, I have those too now that you're saying.
We always forget about them.
Alright, I'm at 35 health.
My
How
health
do you want to
sucks.
divide the promised 7,500 experience?
It's up to you. You rode the dragon. Just give me credit for saving you.
75, 25?
Isn't it 75 total?
75%, 25%.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
56.25 to you.
56, 25?
I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to kill it or not. He tends to run away after you've done about between a quarter and a half of damage. He's not serious about wanting to be there. And you can tell because he was wheeling the entire time. He wasn't really attacking until you're on the parapet.
He was kind of like, do I
holding
wanna?
back and watching. So
You know that it's gone bad when a dragon instantly is like, here I am. And then you're like,
yeah.
I need to clench my butthole now.
Did you gain a level?
I did, which is a full health.
All right. Also, possibly new features at level 7.
I gained Feral Instinct.
Yeah, you would gain Feral Instinct after that encounter. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
All right, so you're able to, so you take a short rest for a half hour,
Yeah.
recuperate.
Yo.
Suddenly you're all clean and shiny and strong again.
I wouldn't say clean.
Maybe not clean.
No. I'm never clean.
And Governor Nighthill asks again if you're going to go help with the sanctuary.
Yeah, now that this dragon's out of the way.
Yeah, that's true. It's the closest of all the missions thus far to the actual keep. It's only about 300 feet away. Everything is about 300 feet from the whereabouts.
Let's go do
But there's a road that goes directly to it.
Okay.
So are you even going to pretend to Stealth check, or are you just going to charge through?
Nope. Live off the glory.
Gambler's dilemma here. Wait, I'm rolling wrong dice for this. No encounter. All right, so you managed to make it all the way to the sanctuary, and there are dozens of townfolk barricaded in here. There's the Temple of Chante, and it's surrounded by raiders. The attackers have already tried setting fire to the stout structure, but had little success, and now they've deployed an improvised battering ram. It's only a matter of time, possibly, before the temple's main doors crumple under the assault, leaving the people inside helpless. The temple is a large building made of fieldstone with a peaked slate roof and squared in shape. It's taller than most other buildings in town. Inside, the altar occupies the middle of the temple. You can see it through the big holes in the wall, because they don't have windows, because it's in medieval times, with other worship areas arranged around it. The force outside the temple, you can see as you approach, is split into 3 groups. 1A is battering at the doors and is ignoring your approach. B is circling around the temple in a screeching mob, cavorting and caterwauling, I suppose. They don't see you coming. C is heaping burning straw against the rear door, which is the one that you're closest to. All these groups together would overwhelm first-level characters, but characters can devise plans to get them inside the temple, dealing with one group. I don't think you're concerned about that.
Nope.
Who do you want to attack? Main doors, back doors, screeching, caterwauling. Fun group.
I thought you're in front of me.
I'm going to go with the... Leaky's going to make an intelligent decision here and go for the one battering the doors.
Go for it. Okay. Group A consists of 1 dragon claw, which is a human cult priest, and 2 more cultists and 6 kobolds.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Yep.
And you have advantage on that.
I do have advantage on that now.
I got an 11.
24. And we have surprise, do we not?
Yes, because they don't know you're coming. So it is, what'd you get, Cezzaria?
11.
Kobold roll is a 7. The dragon claw roll is a 23. Okay, group A, proceed. You have surprise, both of you. So it's him, you, him, then the rest, then you, then the kobolds.
I'm going after the dragon claw.
Dragon claw. Medium humanoid. Wearing leather armor.
16? Actually, it'd be a 26. 16 damage. 20-something?
He's dead. He's got 16 hit points. There, I was looking at try to use the factional advantage against you, but never mind. Dead. Okay, there's your first strike.
Cultist.
Fair enough. Cultists are like whipping the kobolds, trying to get them to ram harder.
Roll of a 20 total.
That's enough to hit.
4, 6, 14.
It's enough to kill. Or
10.
dead. It's enough to kill. I've got their stat blocks at 9 HP.
Okay.
Okay, so they are suddenly clued into the fact that there is strangers among them, but they don't have time to react. Sorry, it does.
Can I still sneak?
You have surprise anyway. You get sneak automatically in surprise rounds.
She's counting her fistful of dice.
My drown die. So...
It's a hit, for
Yep.
sure.
17.
At least, plus whatever your additions is for strike.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
6.
You want to describe the damage you've just done? It's definitely a death blow.
Pretty sure you just reaved them in half.
From the bottom up.
God.
Oof.
The other cultist turns around, whip in hands, just like... and then you hit him because it's your turn.
Can you even miss at this point?
23?
Yeah, he can miss, but it requires almost a critical fail. Yeah, that's a hit. And a bare
7.
minimum of 13 damage, it looks like.
Yeah.
Dead.
Time
We send them to go to the great dragon beyond. That leaves the kobolds left, who begin screaming and drop the battering ram, but you still have a moment here to strike at it before they run.
Critical fail.
Ooh, bummer.
Yep.
I don't know how to break the magic weapon. It's like not really a weapon as much as a force of nature in your hand.
Whips right by him.
You got 6 kobolds.
Is 12 enough to hit them?
Yeah.
So, at least one. Well, one's dead. Because that's 12, 14, 16.
I think you're rolling one too many die. 1d6 and 1d8.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not sneaking.
4.
Regardless.
Plus
10
your,
damage.
Plus your
10
strength.
damage.
Yeah, that's enough to kill him. Okay, that makes it their turn, and the 5 of them move skittering away into the night. You can make 1 attack of opportunity because you're close enough. He's not. So you can attack one of them if you want. It's just a regular old attack, so you roll your regular strike. A hit, for sure.
Are they still close enough? Are they within 5 feet of me?
Yeah.
Sweet. 10, 15.
15 is another kill. So you killed another one as they skitter away. So 4 of them get away. That leaves you 2 standing with the battering ram between you on the ground. A bunch of death. And 1 big set of doors. What do you want to do?
Knock on the door.
I don't think they'd respond well to someone just knocking on the door.
We're here to save you.
They're like, go away, we don't want you.
I just saved you.
That's not a good way to roll a persuasion check.
I can't persuade.
16.
Is Just enough to get it. Okay, so they are willing to open the door, and there's a half-elf priest that meets you. He introduces himself as Edian Falconmoon, and he's like, I've got a dozen people in here, and is it clear enough for us to run back to the keep?
Should be.
Can you cover us?
Yes.
What are you?
What am I?
Never mind. I don't have room enough in my worldview for that mess. Can you half-elf brethren or high-elf brethren cover us?
Yeah, we'll just take the brute with us. He's my muscle.
Okay, so they're willing to run with you. We can't do stealth checks, so I'm gonna do 2 random encounter checks.
Okay.
Okay, you have an encounter. And there's a group of cultists and mercenaries, but they are barricading the road. And among them, from the darkness, a creature strides into the dim light of the dying fires around the keep. Because you're outside the keep. You're rushing back to where they had laid siege. And although it's shaped roughly like a human, this being is at least 7 feet tall. Its skin is covered in blue scales. Its fingers bear wicked claws. And its face has the muzzle and reptilian eyes of a dragon. The creature stops about 80 yards from you, and it scans the walls behind it, and then turns to look at you and the people that you're trying to escort. And it begins to laugh. Behind it, a line of kobolds fans out. With their spears, they prod 4 human prisoners into the dim light of torches. You can make out a woman, a teenage boy in a blood-soaked tunic, and 2 small children. The half-dragon creature hails the keep behind it, and it yells, Defenders of Greenest. This has been a successful night, and I am feeling generous. Do you see these 4 pitiful, useless prisoners? We have no need for them, so I will trade them back to you. And I'll leave your town, but I want that one. And he points at Leaky, because I want the blood of that one for attacking my ancestor. It's challenging you to a duel. Will you accept the duel?
Absolutely. Come and take me.
You cannot help, or I will kill these children.
I've done my...
Sidebar, it doesn't know she's killed children.
I've done my duel, I've done my good deed for the day for children.
So, from the parapets, Governor Nighthill yells, My friends, you've demonstrated your prowess through this frightful night. I realize this is an awful burden to bear, but will you save our town?
So, can I just not help him, or...
You can't interfere in the duel.
But I can still murder his bitches.
I would not attack them because they've got the children. I wouldn't. I'm not awful evil. Are you a drow? Are you an evil elf? Or is that drow and corrupt?
I am a neutral evil high elf.
There must be drow and corrupting you then.
I think
Gotta be.
I think I was always a little evil though.
I think you were neutral to start with.
I think so.
I think drown is the one that's... Yeah, anyway, that's beside the point. So you're going to accept this duel, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if I decide to go kill the other ones, will they kill all the prisoners?
That would be... I mean, think of how this works. It's a one-on-one duel. If you break that by attacking them in any way...
But I'm not going to be fucking with their duel.
That's not the point.
She's... this dragon thing is already pissed at me for attacking the dragon.
I have a picture of it somewhere.
What would happen? What do you really think would happen if you attacked its minions?
So shoot things at it, and it just doesn't need to know where they come from.
No! Leaky is taking a moral stand. No!
I want to experience too, asshole.
Well, I think you're guiding 12 people back to safety. So I keep giving the experience to you because he's not part of this OSHA inspection. So actually, you make out... If you leave him alone, Jen, you make out with an extra 100 experience over him.
Can I at least stay and watch?
If you have an inspiration point, I think you can trade it to him.
This is where we need a bard.
Yeah, a bard would be useful here.
Any of you bitches a bard?
Maybe Jim Sterling here is your bard.
Yeah.
The cornflake homunculus strums its banjo.
Hey, sir, down on top of the tower.
So it's like, will you accept my challenge?
Duh? What's wrong with you?
Alright, so you stride into open field in the middle of the road. And the kobolds are like,
Am I about to become the arbiter?
Yeah. You are always the arbiter.
I'm not going to cover these things' eyes.
Yeah.
I don't think you have enough hands.
Behold.
This is Leaky. Behold.
Roll for initiative.
But I still roll for initiative with advantage.
That's true. Langrindrosa. That's the name. Langrindrosa Cyanrath. Rolled a 17.
I roll a 12.
For now, it's going to come waiting at you with a greatsword. So it's going to make its first attack. It's a natural 20.
Shit. So 16.
16. And it's making multi-attack, so it's also going to attack again with that same spirit. But it's going to use its action surge right away. And so it's going to take its additional action to do the lightning breath. So it's a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
18.
Okay,
Without
so you're
the
going to take
addition.
half the damage. 27 damage on that. So you take half of that, which is what, 13? 14. 14. Okay, so that makes it your turn, dude.
That's going to put me into a rage.
Fair enough.
Leaky angry. He is right on top of me, correct?
Yep.
18 with 16 damage. Or 14 damage, sorry. Critical fail.
Bummer.
Whiff.
It's going to use its lightning breath at you again. So DC 13 dexterity saving.
15.
15. Half. 6.
I'm enraged.
We take a quarter of it?
Yes.
Oh, alright. 3 damage. That did not work very well. That makes it your turn.
17.
Is just enough to hit.
For 10 more damage.
Alright.
12. Did not hit that time.
Alright. It is going to roll its greatsword attack. It's not high enough, is it? You'd have to have 13 on that roll.
Yeah.
Same thing. Not high enough. Alright, your turn.
26. So 2, 6, 8 damage. 15.
Not high enough.
Oh, 17. I keep forgetting to add my rage bonus.
Alright. In that case, it is high enough.
Okay, so 3, 7, 9 more damage.
It's going to use its lightning breath again against you.
19.
Quarter of 19 is 4, 5.
Okay, makes it my turn.
It's beginning to realize it may be overmatched.
21 for 3, 7, 9 more damage. 16.
Miss. Alright, so then it's going to roll at you with the greatsword again. 21.
That's a hit.
And the total did, 3 damage to your enraged form.
No. I would take half of that. I've been taking a quarter of the lightning because I've been successfully doing the save.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so you take 6. And then he rolled a 14.
Not even close. 17 for 8, 12, 14 damage.
It's a death blow. What did you do to it?
Death blow! Raise my hammer above my head, strike at the neck, hit it, and snaps the neck.
And someone up on the parapet barfs again. Oh! This time it's Governor Nighthill. Meanwhile, all the other kobolds go running away, leaving the prisoners unharmed.
Mere bitches.
And effectively ending the siege.
Woo!
Woo!
How much experience I get from that
You get 1100, and for rescuing all those people, she gets 1200.
I was just sitting back listening to the damage counts, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a lot of damage. That was a proper slug.
I was like, Jesus.
This one's roughly level 4, so it's still way below Kyle's lead.
What'd I get?
1200, Jen.
I was halfway damaged by that. I was down to 45.
If you had been level 4, it would have been really devastating.
Yeah, that would have murdered me.
I'm 1,370 away from leveling.
Nighthill, in response, Governor Nighthill gratefully offers you 2 potions of healing to the wounded character for standing up to fight for them.
We're about to take a long rest.
Yeah, because it appears like everybody's running away now that this individual has finally run. What?
You know, it's taking to hold on to him, Danny.
Alright, so you
I
guys
shoved
have
down his
successfully saved the town of Greenest, and you also know that there is a bandit camp somewhere nearby that's functioning with or for the Cult of the Dragon, and that apparently they have dragon eggs stored in the camp somewhere. There's also a very pissed off adult blue dragon somewhere out there.
Very angry.
Taste for your blood.
Yep.
Which also, if we get these dragons and not make a scramble, we can learn to ride them, and then we can gang up on said blue dragon with their breath.
Do you know how long it would take for a dragon to grow up? Hatch and then grow up?
Meh, you're little. And don't got
You're
me.
apparently just a hatchling still.
Apparently.
She lives for centuries. She doesn't know anything about the dwarf life cycle.
I lived for centuries too.
Yeah, but she would still be an adolescent when you're on your deathbed.
Eh.
Her rage and frustration and patience are spread across such a long string compared to you.
I'm just a little ball of angry.
Yeah, you're like a Pomeranian.
Yep.
Chihuahua! Chihuahua!
This has been Canon Fodder Diecast, our Dungeons and Dragons adventures through the Horde of the Dragon Queen. I am Kyle Newcomb.
I am Travis Knight.
And I'm Jenn Clark.
Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the episodes soon to come.
The Canon Fodder Diecast is produced and DM'd by Travis Knight and stars Kyle Newcomb as Leaky the Barbarian and Jenn Clark as Cezzaria the Rogue Cleric. Horde of the Dragon Queen is part of the D&D 5e series and published by Kobold Press. This podcast is intended for entertainment purposes only. Always bring a towel, and thanks for listening.